Hello Taurus, welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. Thank you for being here for your February of 2021 love and general and love, as I do look into the general energies. I will be doing a separate love reading for February as well, so click on that notification bell if you have not already. Let's take some cards and see what's going on for you generally, dear Taurus, in the month of February, which is also Mercury retrograde season. Let's look at these two cards that just came through. So you've been sacrificing something to do with a creative venture, or your success has sort of been stunted, halted, or you're sacrificing a lot. It's costing you the success. The success is costing you very much. You need to change the way you perceive things. So we've got Pisces energies here as well as Leo. Now, so this successful balance has been halted for whatever reason. And there's always, timing is like very, very hard to get it right, dear Taurus. So let's see what's going on generally with this February. As I was saying, Mercury will be retrograding, and we do have Valentine's, and you are ruled by Venus, so February should be quite important for you. Let's have a look and see what's going on. In retrograde Mercury seasons, we revisit old situations. Okay, so what's at the bottom here? We've got the Lovers, Gemini, a choice between two, or a choice between your head and your heart. We're doing a divine spread. So at the foundation, 9 of Wands. What is hidden from you? 8 of Swords. Someone is blocked. Someone feels imprisoned, not able to act. And I do feel that this is your energy here. You've been put through a lot, but this is only a perception, the 8 of Swords. It can mean words that are keeping you bound, or keeping someone else bound, feeling as though they cannot move freely. Recent past, 9 of Swords, 8 of Swords, 9 of Swords. A lot of worry, stress, not easy energies. In the now, quick information, quick news. Someone taking a risk at speaking their truth, or perceiving a situation that they need to take a chance on. What is the goal? It's a soulmate connection. It's a love connection. It's a partnership for others of you. 2 of Cups. 2 people, very similar to each other, very much on the same level. The action and advice is the Fool. So I do feel that someone's waiting on communication, because 18 Swords, there may have been an illusion, information missing, maybe even deception. Okay? And to do with things of the home, I'm going to say, well, it looks like the Fool is ready to take that leap of faith. Aries energy, a new cycle begins. The outcome is the 6 of Pentacles, which can mean that someone maybe did not reiterate or speak of things to do with their fears. This could be, the Moon energies. We've got 18 Swords. The Moon is things that are hidden. There's so much worry and anguish here about perception, thoughts. When we're doing this to ourselves with the 9 of Swords, or someone else is in this energy, it means that something has not been spoken about, communicated about. And there is the Moon in the background here. There is a very deep connection here, but things to do with family, home, whether you are loved and nurtured or provided for financially or emotionally. 6 of Pentacles is equal giving and receiving, generosity, but it shows the scales. So it does lead me to think there's something to do with truth, law, justice, maybe even litigation, divorce. So I do see this, and this card always says to me, what I've given, I will receive, whether it's you or another person. Okay, it's usually called the card of generosity. Someone's able financially to help others. Have they done that though? That's the question here. Let's see what Spirit wants to communicate. We've got the Death card, Scorpio energy. Something is transforming, changing. We've got the King of Swords here. Knight of Swords, King of Swords. I do feel that this is your energy. And we've got the Six of Swords. More swords, a lot of air energy here. Dear Taurus, you've either been not speaking truthfully, openly, or you've been dealing with an air sign, and I don't feel that this is my Aquarius card. So it could be talking about the timing. Some of you could have Aquarius on a very important point in your own birth chart. But this can also speak of litigation as well. Truth. We've got 7 swords here. So obviously there's been stealth. Someone has not been very truthful. Something's been hidden, which is probably going to be communicated. It was hidden because some form of an ending needed to take place. Remember also that Scorpio is money coming from a partner. It could speak of intimacy, right? The occult, mysticism. Scorpio is money coming from other sources. You could be going through litigation in relation to a partnership, if not a divorce on a romantic level, let's say. But you are on your knees. It's been really heavy for you. What's at the bottom here, and as I said before, we've got the Lovers, Gemini energy. You may be leaving a Gemini behind. We've got Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius here, so it could be anything. 3 of Wands. 3 of Wands, waiting on that ship to come through. Maybe you're not able to travel, or you've been waiting. Maybe someone's been waiting on you to make a decision. 7 of Wands, you've been fighting your battles. You've been conflicted. Let's take more cards and see what is going on for Taurus, please, Spirit. What's going on for Taurus? Now, could the Fool, the Aries energy, let's say, in the action and advice, could that be a timing card? We're talking about the Aries season, which is when the sun transits behind you, before your birthday, right? So obviously something that's happening behind us we don't know about. So can be also hidden matters to do with endings. Remember, behind you would be your 12th house. And that should be an ending, of course. Closing up a cycle. If this is not you starting a new cycle, then this is the other person you're dealing with. Let's see, Taurus. We've got the Death card, the Coffin. We've got the Well, and the Well can speak of endless possibilities, I feel, but also a very emotional, because the Well is full of water, so a very emotional period for you. And you've got the Death card here as well. Remember that water can be very, communication can be very muddled, okay, where there is a lot of water. Very Neptunian, very elusive, very confusing, deceptive. So I feel that some of you, you've been going through a major transformation. Now, if this is to do with business, remember that there's so much water here, so very emotional, but also very creative. And we've got the dog. There's the 18. The dog is loyalty. It's friendship. I want to play. I want to have fun. I'm a loyal follower. I will follow you to the other side of the world, for instance. There's puppy love here. There's innocence in this card because it is an actual puppy that we see in this deck. And we've got the child. And it's a 13, again, the Scorpio energies. The child is newness. It could be relating to a child as well, but it can speak of a transformation, a rebirth. As someone has been doing their homework, they've been looking closely at things, trying to see if they've missed any details. The magnifying glass can also say that the energies have been magnified. So let's see what's going on. Let's take the Mystic Moon Oracles before we take more tarot and see what's going on in love for Taurus in the month of February. I know you've been under a lot of pressure, dear Taurus, with Mars on top of Uranus in your sign. It's been very stressful for you, very stressful. But this is the stress that you're put under. That is what will bring the changes, the necessary changes for you. Let's have a look. Some of you may have had money issues. Others of you where there's been no value in your relationships of all sorts. You're going to change. You're going to change things up. We have patience. You are very patient. Offer. Could this be another patient person waiting on an offer from you? We've got pride and ego. And we've got abandoned. Okay. So these two cards are very opposite. Pride and ego, beauty, abandoned, not feeling loved, not feeling balanced. These are total opposites. So I feel that this has got to talk, this is talking about the two different energies, two different people. One person is the male peacock, which is very proud, sometimes quite vain as well. Look at the beautiful feathers. He's surrounded by beauty. He's got so much self-worth. But this could also be a show, because there are childhood abandonment issues from childhood. This could be a brave front that is put on. A show. And this can also relate, because the patience card, this does look like a youngster, like a teenage 12-year-old, someone being very patient, waiting for this special offer. Sometimes this card can also speak of a dark offer, which could mean more of a sexual offer. For others of you, this could even speak of, you know, being offered a drink or something to help someone unwind or take the pressure off, or it can be a dark offer. This is a general reading, remember what I said. Okay, so there's that Piscean hanging man energies with this offer, which can also speak of, you know, being given something to help overcome the pain. Okay, so sometimes I do see it as a dark offer. Let's see what's at the bottom. Yeah, big dreams. Look at that. This is my Neptune card in this deck, which means obviously, and again, we've got the moon, a very strong subconscious connection, which goes really deep. This is someone that's been dreaming, having dreams of this connection, or dreaming, imagining, maybe even confusing. You know, sometimes when we over fantasize, because it looks like a card of fantasy, and then our bubble is burst, that could be our world crashing, right? So we're imagining that, oh my God, I can have this and I can have that. Some of you need to pay attention to your dreams as well, but you also need to pay attention to if there's been an illusion or deception surrounding this. We've got a lot of water here. And remember that Scorpio, both Scorpio is mysticism. It's the occult. It's very hidden. Neptune, which is Pisces, again, it's spiritual, but it can also be a strong illusion, wearing those rose-colored glasses. And this can also speak of fears of what is this offer about? I mean, what is hidden here? What's beneath that? And we've got forgiveness. Someone has been dreaming of receiving forgiveness for maybe an illusion or deception. Received. Someone has received their karma, and they've been, I feel that they've been penalized, if we can use that word, for wrongdoing, putting someone in a position of a lot of worry, or there's regret here. That's what I feel. Because here, I mean, Scorpio, as I said, is very hidden. There's deception, there's darkness, Pluto, right? Here we've got the dog, total different energies, where the dog is so trusting and so loyal. It's got nothing to do with the death card, with the Scorpio energies. So let's take some Black Moon astrology cards and see what are the general energies that we're working with here. Six of Swords in the divine position is saying that when there is communication, truth, that's when the transformation will happen. We know that Scorpio is a very strong connection. It is depth. It's very powerful. Where there's been, remember that when there is a death, there's also a resurrection that comes after it. But for the resurrection to happen, someone needs to leave the conflict in the past. Someone needs to emotionally move on. And that could be a literal moving on as well. So for Taurus, what's going on? What energies is Taurus working with in the month of February, please, Spirit? We've got two cards. We'll take them. And we have Yod and Destiny and Black Moon Lilith and Mystery. Black Moon Lilith is not an easy energy. Black Moon Lilith, and she's a 12. 12 again is the Hanging Man. Black Moon Lilith was a very nasty female, very, well, the name says it, Black Moon Lilith. Lilith was very much about getting revenge for when, you know, her children were, her newborn were taken from her in mythology and they were killed. So you can imagine the rage and the darkness in Black Moon Lilith. And she also wants, balance. She wants equality. She will speak up. There's different layers in Black Moon Lilith. Some could be really dark, but there's different stages of that dark. Think of Venus moving through Scorpio. That's what Black Moon Lilith is like. So a nasty, wrong, unjustified things happening to this Black Moon Lilith, but she's called Mystery. So again, mysteries around hurt feelings from a female, this could be. Yod and Destiny. A Yod is, it's God's finger showing you the way. It's a very rare configuration that can happen, can be in our natal chart, but it's a lot of pressure here. But it is the card of destiny, and we've got a 48, which equals a 12 again. So 12, again, the Hanging Man, everyone. Remember, 12 can also add up to a 3, which 3 can mean too many people in the story, or that there is a sense of collaboration and expansion and growth that could be happening once this is dealt with. Because remember, Black Moon Lilith, not easy. I've seen people going through a Black Moon Lilith transit where one of their personal planets are affected, are on their Black Moon Lilith, and this is like someone acting totally out of character. So it can be quite challenging. All right, let's take, I do feel it's got a lot to do with Uranus in your sign. Let's take a message from Gaia, the Oracle Gaia for Taurus, please, Spirit. Taurus, thank you. And we have Tree of Life, fertility, creativity, destiny. You've got the word destiny twice, Taurus. It's a very destined, and you had also the card of received, which shows the palm. And the palm for me means what's on our palm. So one could read our destiny, right? It's a very important month for you, the month of February. If you, I do go into the yearly readings through each month. So you may, if you have not watched the yearly reading, you may want to watch that. And this is a number 1. Now the Tree of Life does speak of family. The roots are very deep. They run very deep. It's got to do with family. Let's see if we can give you a little bit more light. Hopefully that's a little bit better. And yeah, it's this can also speak of a spiritual connection as well, just like the Lovers, and the Lovers is a very important love card. So I will be reading from the book at the end of the reading, and also taking some handwritten love messages. If you're interested, stay on. So let's see what's going on, because the 9 of Wands is like you've been burdened so much that you're on your knees. So a lot of heaviness in your foundation. This could be situated around your home as well, because on your mind and your goal is love at this time, or a partnership that's in sync. 9 of Swords, 9 of Wands, look at that. Let's take 9 of Wands. We have the Ace of Pentacles, so something long-term, a marriage, a child, an offer, potential that you may be working really hard towards if you're working on something, of course. Ace of Pentacles is the potential here. And it's a gift, but it's a potential. Is this 9 of Wands is someone that's burdened so heavily that maybe they can't even concentrate on this new stable beginning. Okay, let's see. And usually I do see it as the marriage card. It can be. We've got the Queen of Cups. So Queen of Cups is a water sign, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. She is someone that's ready and open to love. She's, well, you know that the Ace of Pentacles is something long-term, but it's also related to money. So I don't know if you've connected with, in the past, with someone that was more about giving instead of taking, because what I see here is that you've been connected to someone that was more about taking than giving. So let's see why we've got the 8 of Swords. 8 of Swords here in the hidden position. We have the Sun. The Sun is true love, it's happiness, it's clarity, it's true love, but it's also children. Leo energies, and we've got the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands, usually my Sag card, but someone who is driven by their desires. They want to create. This is also someone who, usually a Knight is more about action than someone that's ready for something long-term, right? Now, usually, as I say, always, I do pair air with fire. Earth is more with water. So when I've got fire, either Leo or Sagittarius, and we've got air here, very similar energies. So it could be that you are the Knight of Wands, okay? And you feel blocked or not able to move freely, move towards love because of a child. I don't know. Let's look at that 9 of Swords in the recent past. The Emperor. The Emperor, oh my God, so many hassles, so many responsibilities. Sleepless nights. Remember, the Emperor is very limiting for me. Why? Because the Emperor has got so much that they deal with. They don't have time for love, Or if this is an energy, there's just too many restrictions for you. You've got to do things in the way that they need to be done. And this could be someone that is above you, or it is your energy. Let's look at that Knight of Swords. Now I want to take one more card here. And we've got the Four of Cups. 2 4s. The Emperor's a 4 as well. Let's see what the Knight of Swords is all about in the now. We've got the Strength card, more Leo energies. They tie in very much with the pride and ego. And we've got the Ace of Wands. This looks like a success, another ace here. A lot of decisiveness here. It's like a victory card I see here. Or that someone is very much about, someone has been trying to hold back on their truth, but I think the truth is going to be, like, the truth is going to spill out. Because there's a lot of desire to communicate truthfully, even if it hurts, even if you're stepping on toes, dear Taurus. I think that you're very passionate about what's going on in the now. And remember, either you're creating something, because the Ace of Wands is very sexual as well, but it's also a lot of creativity. And remember that Leo is what I create, I give to the world. So whatever you're creating, this is quick energies. Even though you've been sort of held back, you've been holding yourself back, maybe frightened to speak your truth, I feel that there's a lot of decisive and action taking in the now. And I'm going to say there could also be a lot of frustration here in the now in relation to a partnership, a business maybe, or needing to do things by the book, and you felt as though you were not able to do what you wanted. There's been restrictive energies, Taurus, and I feel that you're going to, I don't know, I feel like there's a sense of explosion here. Let's look at the Two of Cups. 2 cards. We have the Wheel of Fortune, which is, wow, and we've got the Lovers. 2 major arcana here. The Wheel of Fortune, Jupiter. Wheel of Fortune turns up and it turns down. It is a 10, which is the ending of a cycle where things are changing, where this connection is concerned, and maybe even it's time for this powerful connection to come into being. If you have not been in a powerful connection, a soulmate connection, because this is a power couple here, it was all about timing. And it may have been timing, but also distance, physical distance. Maybe, remember, the Wheel of Fortune is also divine timing. And when we talk of divine timing, it's out of our hands. But, you know, Spirit is showing you the way through this yacht, which is a very pressurized energy. Remember, we've got the 12s here, Hanging Man. So much. There's been so much deception, illusion, suppression, I'm going to say. Maybe through that there's been spiritual growth, understanding, looking at things from a different perspective, but also being so frustrated because you want to move forward and you're going to act and react. So let's see what this Fool is. We've got the King of Wands, we've got the Knight of Wands here, King of Wands, the Emperor, and the King of Swords. Let's take another card on that King of Wands. And we've got Temperance. Even though the King of Wands wants to move forward and he's willing to take that risk, King of Wands is usually Sagittarian energy. Doesn't have to be, could be Aries. Some of you could have Aries rising, for instance. Temperance is saying that you need to wait. It's all happening in divine timing. Help will come through from Spirit. And I feel that when you're ready to take that leap of faith, the wings of Archangel Michael will, you're not going to fall. Spirit is not going to let you fall. I think you are protected. And healing will come through. Let's look at that Six of Pentacles. Again, Sagittarius, very much about law, truth, your vision of the world, your vision of life, your experience of life. Let's have a look at that Six of Pentacles. We've got Ten of Pentacles here, which is very much like the Two of Cups here. Ten of Pentacles, something long-term, family, marriage. I do feel that Taurus has gone through major challenges recently and still going through it. Not everyone is on the same timeline, remember. And we've got, remember that the Ten of Pentacles, you've got the Ace here. So 10 can mean that there is an ending to a marriage, an ending to a situation concerning family. And the 6, we go from the 10 to the 6, which we've got 16 Pentacles. 16 is also the Tower, which is Uranus for me. I do feel that a lot of you may have suffered financial loss. Your lives are changing radically, fully. And then you're taking a left-hand turn and you're going to do what you need to do, not what you're told to do. Not what you're obligated to do. Because I feel that there is a sense of boredom here with this Emperor energy, which has been sort of suffocating you, whether this is a person or an energy. Let's have a look at that Ten of Pentacles, because that can mean an ending and obviously a new beginning, a restart again. Remember, it turns into the Ace of Pentacles. You've got the Tree of Life, which is an ace as well. Let's take another card. And we've got the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands, King of Wands. Queen of Wands is all about creation. Usually she's my Leo card. And we've got the Death card here, everyone. So much fixed energy. We've got Scorpio. We've got the Aquarius energy. We've got Leo. And your Taurus, obviously. We do have mutable energy as well, like with the Lovers. We've got Gemini. There's a lot of Leo here, though. A lot of Leo. A lot of ego, pride. Now, fixed energy is very hard to break through. Fixed signs don't like change. And, of course, Taurus doesn't like change. But you've been pressured. You've been put under pressure to have the change, to the necessary changes, to make the necessary changes for you in your life. Let's take a couple more cards. What I'd like to look at is the King of Swords here and the Death card. We have the Five of Pentacles not being in sync, in balance. That's why. And what I see here is a woman with a child in this card. So a woman and a child being left out in the cold, whether it's legally, financially. This could also be financial support, I'm going to say, could be, from people that are able to help, or from a mother. Five of Pentacles, feeling unloved or unprovided for. Remember that we need to change the perspective. Okay, there's a church behind. It's your beliefs that have gone through a challenge, upheaval, change for many of you. Let's take another card. We've got the Nine of Cups. Wherever you're moving to, it will be a wish fulfillment. Nine of Cups, always. It's a beautiful energy. Let's take the Four of Cups. Why do we have the Four of Cups here on the Emperor? And we've got the Eight of Swords. Again, let's take one more. Feeling bound, suppressed. Eight of Pentacles, needing to do the work. Now, this could relate something to do with work, of course. But Eight of Pentacles is also the Virgo energy, which says you may have been working really hard and not getting anywhere because of restrictions as well. But don't forget that the Emperor, for me, if you do the work, you get to sit on that throne. Okay, and it's like you've been sort of pressing on the accelerator and not getting anywhere. Maybe with work, a venture that you've been working on. But things are changing, I see here. Let's see what else. What else do we need to look at? So we've got the Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands, King of Wands, the Emperor, and a couple of Knights here. So there's quite a few people here. What I want to see is this Queen of Cups on the Nine of Wands. And we've got the Seven of Wands sort of blocking this Queen of Wands here. Seven of Wands is like, it could mean if you're dealing with a water sign in the distant past who's probably got fire as well. Could be the same as the Queen of Wands. Looks like this Queen of Cups needed to fight her own battles in the past. Could it be her that is fighting, is conflicted about things that she's up against? It's as though, and I'm going to say, dear Taurus, if you have sort of put down the rollers, the shutters to this Queen of Cups, maybe it means that you were not ready for love. You had other things that were on your agenda, more necessary. But 7 also reminds me of, it's a spiritual number, number 7. Even though love was against the odds, the seed has been planted here. Even though it has been hard, the seed has been planted, and now the wheel of fortune turns. So that's the fighting spirit of the Strength card, of the Leo energy here. I want to take just one card on this Knight of Wands. 3 of Swords, too many people in the soup, too many people in the kitchen. 3 of Swords, if this does not speak of a clandestine connection, relationship, a hidden relationship, hidden desires, then this is saying that someone was not able to move freely and act, because I can see that there is a broken heart, a disappointment here. Okay, someone's heart was pierced, broken, torn apart because of restrictions, restrictive energies, lockdowns, whatever it is. Because the Knight of Wands, he goes towards his desire. He travels. He needs his freedom. Now, whoever has been in a situation where they felt blocked, then that's not true love. That's more about control. And we've got the Emperor here, which is usually very controlling. So I don't know how that speaks to you personally. Page of Cups is beneath the Death card. Page of Cups is a small offer of love. What can I say? Now, we know that the Queen of Wands is someone that she will take action. She's also very magnetic, very, very popular. She's very creative. She's also very generous. But she also is very lucky. Now, the Queen of Wands, she stands in all her glory here. And she's someone who takes action towards something that she desires. So it's not about being stagnant. It's not about being stuck, because remember that we've got 2 12s here. And maybe King and Queen of Wands, they're ready now to take their desires and run with them, collaborate as well. Okay, let's take a couple of love messages and see what's going on. You've got the Lovers twice, Two of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. Ace of Pentacles we know is something long-term. Ace of Wands is, this is what I desire. It looks like both the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands are on the same level with their desires. Let's see what the messages are. Unfortunately, I did not recognize you as my soulmate at first sight, but now I see you truly are. And this is the Five of Pentacles, which we've got here. So this could be the conversation that will be coming through with the King of Swords. Five of Swords. I'm married, I lied to you, I'm sorry. That's the Five of Swords. Mind games. Conflict. Difficulty. Someone was not open and truthful here. So someone was in a marriage. But remember that fives always are very shaky. They bring change. I want you like crazy. You are so sexy. That's an 11. So 11 for me, and this is the Ace of Wands. 11 is a new doorway. It's all about justice, okay? So what I see here is that someone was in a connection because of the physical attraction. And they could be coming through and saying, I did not recognize you as my soulmate now. Because if you think of the Five of Pentacles, 5 is also the number of Taurus, right? Which Taurus is also very spiritual. So I do feel that there is a spiritual connection here, a very powerful connection that needs to come through. But it started off quite shakily. Maybe the timing was off. Let's see what comes after the Ace of Wands. Because remember that the Ace of Wands is a potential for a new beginning. I want to have a family with you. That's the Ace of Pentacles. And that's a 12. Wow. I'm moving on. I'm healing now, leaving the past. Here is the Six of Swords as well. 5, 6. We've got the Ace of Wands, which is up here, and we've got the Ace of Pentacles, which is down here. So, and this is a 12, just like the 12s. This had to happen the way it needed to happen, dear Taurus. But I feel now that Uranus is doing all the work. And maybe something that you've dreamed of could be coming to fruition. A lot of you will be seeing the deception. Some of you could be putting those rose-colored glasses on someone else, dear Taurus. It can work both ways. So therefore, this is a general reading, remember. We've got forgiveness here, obviously. I'm married, I lied to you, I'm sorry. Let's see what's beneath that. Received. So someone has received their destiny. Signs and synchronicities. Return. We are having a Mercury retrograde in the month of February. Could it be someone returning? Could be. And we've got the answer is yes. We do see a lot of passion in the past. But also understanding that this is a very divine connection. One person was awake, the other person I think was not. Unfortunately, I did not recognize you as my soulmate. Looks like this is going to be a rude awakening for them. Anyway, let's read from the book. Number 1, Tree of Life. The magical tree depicted in this image is symbolic of your life's journey. Having matured and grown strong through the changing seasons and cycles of life, you have now reached a stage of creative abundance. Your roots firmly planted in the fertile soil of your dreams and imagination. You are now ready to fulfill your destiny. A new creative cycle begins, one infused with your love and all the wisdom that you have gained through your life to date. The struggle is over. From now on, you will achieve greater results than ever before, and you will do this with grace, poise, and ease. All your past experiences, all the knowledge you have gained, and all the previous work now all come together to serve a higher, more heartfelt purpose. This is a period in which you truly are the master of your own destiny, a time where anything you would truly love to achieve or create is possible. Dear Taurus. And the affirmation is, I am the master of my own destiny. All I truly desire, I create. All I create through love. All I create is for the higher good of all. I'm truly blessed and grateful for all the abundance in my life. That is beautiful, and that is an ace. You've got a couple of aces up your sleeve in the month of February. So I will leave you with that. I want to thank you so much for your love, your support, the time you spend with me, your comments. Love to read them all. I'm wishing you well. As I said, I will do specific readings on love. I do see financially you're doing pretty well. It's time to receive as you've done the work, dear Taurus. Lots of love, lots of blessings. Talk to you soon.